Let's start with today's contest. Codeforces educational round 141 div 2. Date is 8 Jan 23. First question, make it beautiful. You have been given t number of test cases, a number n, and an array containing n elements. You have to print either yes or no. If you can make array good, you have to okay. If it's impossible to make array beautiful, so you have to return no. Otherwise, you have to return yes, and yeah, print n integers, any of the permutation of that array. I think, right, by reordering its elements. So the thing is that you have been given some elements. You can reorder them, but you cannot change them, right? So operation which we can do based on what is good and what is ugly, basically. If it contains at least one element which is equal to the sum of all elements before it, right? Like if a particular element is equal to prefix sum before it, so that's ugly, otherwise it's beautiful. So for example, like this, in this case you can see this particular number is equal to 6 and 3, so that's ugly. And this is also ugly because 5 is equal to the sum before it, which is 5. And that's not ugly, so that's why you have to find a such a competition that is not ugly. You can return any one of them, right? So basic thing for this was, if this is a test case 3366, so in this case the basic logic of the problem, you have to print the first the maximum number or minimum number. Basically you have to print alternatively, something like that. So if this is a test case 3366, you have to print 36 and then 36. You cannot print like 6633, because in that case also, like, the 6 and 6, this is basically same as prefix sum, and you cannot even print as 3366 because then 3 is again the prefix sum. So that's the whole logic for this problem. It's good as soon as you get it. So that's why just see and find the pattern kind of thing. And pattern was key. If you take max, min, max 2, and min 2 second minimum, then there is less chances of this element being equal to max is equal to mean, right? There's very less chances, so you prevented this. Now max 2 cannot be greater than max 1. That's why there, after this, there is no possibility, this number cannot be equal to prefix sum, because that's a maximum number plus something positive, right? And because the numbers are obviously greater than 1, right? So this is again the possibility for this max to become equal to prefix sum is just 0. No possibility becomes yeah, because max 1 is already greater than max 2, so this is obviously greater than max 2. And then if you take all these three, minimum 2 is obviously very less than this. And that's all about it. Let's just quickly code it and move forward. In t, c in t, while t minus minus, int n, c in n,
1.9
int an,
1.9 10
your array for int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, take input your a of I, then what you have to do, sort it,
1.9
comma a plus n. Now how you'll print max min, my way of doing was something like, I think it is easier, or there is a easy method, so then you can go with it. C out a of 0, and not a of 0 exactly, but a of I, right? A of I with a space, and a of
चल देख
n
कर
minus 1 minus I, the last element,
दूसरे को
then
बता भी
some
दिया करो
space,
कुछ मैंने और
and so on, so on, so on, so on. So for example, 1 2 3 4 5, you'll print 1, you'll print 5, you'll print 2, you'll print 4. Now 3 will left,
ये तो
3 will
थोड़ी देर
become
कर
left
दो
if this is odd. Otherwise, if it's even, all will print. That you can check again by taking some examples. A of n by 2 will left in this case, and that's about it. After it, you have to return just endl, even if it's positive, if it's odd or even. In every case you have to obviously change the line, and that's all about it, I think. Yeah, I think yes. I think there is one thing which I'm missing. If answer is no, when if a of I, which is a of 0, is equal to a of n minus 1, you can just say no. Otherwise you can say yes, right? Because when This means all elements are equal. When all elements are equal, yeah, prefix sum of first element is equal to second element. So that's about it. Else you have to see out. Yes, handle just indentation, I think. Now let's go with it. Anything else? This is still sort is not defined, so bits. Let's include bits. Let's start some of this up. Yeah, yes, no, yes, yes. Oh, okay. It's not good. Why?
Hmm? -40.
Take input.
Minus
Okay, this n
4
by 2. This should
4
be n
से
by 2, right?
छूटेगा 4
Yeah, you are printing just pair, so you have to go up till n by 2
0
only. So 3, 6. Okay, now it looks
हाँ
good.
माइनस
What I want.
माइनस 4 5 पढ़ने लगे
When there is no, there is nothing else, right? And as we can see, accepted. Let this verdict come over here. Happy accepted. Let's move to problem B. Yeah, okay. So this is a kind of a problem which I say directly, like pattern finding, the you know the typical code forces pattern finding type of question. Education round 141, problem number 2, maximum of matrix of difference. You have been given just a test case and you have been given a single integer n. Now what you have to do, you have to do n square, and then you have to print a matrix containing n square element, obviously n cross n matrix containing uh n square elements in such a way that beauty of this matrix is maximum. Now what is this? This is basically you have to find this integer occurs exactly once. Okay, 1 to n square such that its beauty is maximum. What is beauty? Beauty is basically the number of different numbers among the x minus y, where x and y are pair of side adjacent elements. So what you want? You want your adjacent elements, the difference of those adjacent elements should be as unique as possible. Then the things comes when you realize that what is this and how many numbers can be unique in this. Like what I'm trying to say, first let me tell you. So first of all, 2 means you have to print 1 to 4 numbers, and it will be 2 cross 2 matrix. Let me take it like that, right? This is 2 cross 2 matrix. You can place it like 1 2 and 3 4, or you can do anything else, any permutation of 1 2 3 4, like 1 2 3 4 this, 1 3 2 4 like this, 1 4 2 3, or 1 4 3 2, whatever, 6 permutation. I don't know how many permutation that you can say. So among these you have to return that matrix which has maximum beauty. Now beauty is basically you have to consider the adjacent element 1 2 and 1 3. What are adjacent in this? 1 2 is adjacent, 1 3 are adjacent. Adjacent means, yeah, four directionally, just adjacent, just up, down, left, right, something like that, right? 4 and 3 are adjacent, 2 and 4 are adjacent, no other pair is adjacent, right? One goes with 2, one goes with 3, two goes with 4, two goes with 3, and that's about it. So the difference is basically 1 and 2 difference is 1, 1 and 3 difference is 2, 4 and 3 difference is 1, 4 and 2 difference is 2. It's not what we want, because you got how many unique elements? You got two unique elements. If you consider this case, right, when you get 1 3 adjacent with 1 3, 1 adjacent with 2, 2 adjacent with 4, 4 adjacent with 3. I don't know if this is a good case or not. 1 3 2 1, again 2, again 1. This is also not a good case. This would be good case. 1 4 and 1 2 and 4 3 3 2. What I want to say is 3 you get, okay, which you was not getting in the previous test cases. 3 you get, the difference is 1, the difference is 1, the difference is 1 1 1. Okay, this is also not good because you get 3 1 1 1. I want something like which have all 1 2 3, and here comes that possibility. I think 1 2 and 3 over here and 4 over here. So it is having 1 3 will give me something like 2, 1 4 will give me something like 3, 2 and 3 will give me something like 1, and 2 and 4 will give me like 2, but I don't need, I only have 2. So 1, 2, 3, you are getting 1, 2, 3, three unique elements, right? As you can see the difference between adjacent. So that's what you want. So the second realization is basically if you try to make a very good matrix, the best matrix where beauty is equal to
मेरा दिमाग खराब कर दिया था
n minus 1. So that's what you are trying to achieve, right? So this is the second real observation of a pattern, that you want to create some matrix which has beauty is equal to n minus 1, then it will always be good. You cannot achieve beauty with n. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 you cannot achieve, because obviously for 4 there should be something like 1, 5. 5 doesn't exist. For 4 difference, a number should be x and x plus 4. That is not possible if you have only 4 elements, right? 1 or it is only possible when you have 0 and 4, but 0 doesn't exist in this array, right? I'm going from 1 to n. So that's about it. Now the pattern, basically now the basic pattern basically after knowing this n minus 1, still you cannot do until you reach the pattern. The pattern is something like first element, then last element, which is 4, then second element 2, then last element, second last element, which is 3, something like that. But obviously like in this way, not in this way, but in this way, 2 and 3. Why? You have to go cyclic order. I can say cyclic order, like how you have to form s. It would be better if I take a big example. Let's take 16. N is equal to 4, n square is equal to n square is equal to 16. Now the answer for this would be 1, then last element 16, then second element second last is 15. Now 4 is completed, switch the row and move to the second row in opposite way. This is the basically 3 observation which you have to do, otherwise the problem is solved now. So 3 basically, and then if I place it good, and then this is would be 14, and if this would be 13, and this would be 12, right? 12. Okay, I need to make some more space, I think. 14 and 3. Yeah, something like that will happen. Now, how will you say? Okay, so first of all, I'll tell you the S is basically forming, or reverse S, I don't know, but basically the cycle or this snake kind of thing is forming 116 to 15. Okay, one minimum, maximum, second minimum, second maximum, then move to second row with the last row, last column, in reverse order. Third element, third last, fourth element. Okay, here should come 4 and here should come 13. That's about it. Now you'll start from 13 till 5, 12, 6, 11. I'm decreasing my greatest element. 16 becomes 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. 1 becomes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's how it will proceed again. After 11 you will have something like now 6, yeah, you'll start from this point, right? 6, 7, right? 11 will get replaced by 10. Now after 7 you have something like 8, and then you have last element, which is 9. And that is all about this problem. That's what you need to do. The cyclic order, if you form this, obviously the answer is n minus 1, because I have created it like that, right? Difference is 15, difference is 14, this difference is 13, this difference is 12, 15 and 3, and this difference is 11, this difference is 10, 14 and 10, this is 9, this is 8, this is 7, this is 6, this is 5, this is 4, this is 3, this is 2 difference, this is 1 difference, and that's all about it. You can't have 0 difference, and you cannot have, yeah, 16 as a difference. So this is the basically array, or maybe there can be more permutation of this array basically, but that is all about it. How I did it, and maybe all rotations of this is also good. And yeah, unless and until you change the relative ordering, it is good. Like all rotations of this would be good, I think. Yeah, but this is more logical, which made more sense to me, right? So going in a snake order, what is the snake order? First go this left to right, then second row right to left, then third row again left to right, then fourth row this. But it's not like simple 1 2 3 4. It's like max min max min max min. Let's just like the first question you did over here, max min max min. So let's take our input, create our vector, and return our vector. That's what we are going to do. Vector integer b of size n comma vector of integer size would be m. Let's initialize to 0. Go in the direction for int I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and for int I is equal to, now there comes two things, because if I is modulus 2, means if it is odd, then you have to do something. Like first case was I was 0, right? So it is even, then you have to do normal order traversal, like int I equal to 0, not I, int j is equal to 0, j, yes, and n, j plus plus, because it's a square matrix, so n only. And else you have to go in reverse direction for int j is equal to n minus 1, j is greater than equal to 0, j minus minus a particular number, basically. Hmm, you can do it based on j, I don't know, based on j, but you can certainly do it on based on, a counter variable, and c is equal to 0, and k1 is equal to initialize with, let's say, first number, k2 is initialized with, let's say, last number, which is max number, which is n square. And that's all about it, n square. Now if you know your number c modulo, let's increment c. So now here comes the first number. If c is modulo 2, if the number is first number, you have to use k. So k v dot v of I comma j is equal to k1, and k1 gets incremented. Otherwise we'll use k2, and k2 gets decremented because k2 is starting from the end. I j is equal to k2, and k2 is getting decremented, and that's about it. And then in this case, same thing will be happening, like exactly similar things will be happening. The difference is that it will go yeah, in the back reverse order. And that's all about it. I think we can just print the vector. I think we can see what it is printing. Auto j in I and c out our j value, and c out our endl. And that's about it, I think. Yeah,
Eh?
let's see with this cases 2 3 4, these kind of stuff. Input is simple, pretty simple, 2 to 50, any number you can check. And
वो
m
उसका
is not
लड़का तो
declared, n is not
छोटा है।
declared. Okay, so yeah, it's already there. I think, okay, at which line,
उसमें
let
है
it
वो।
be commented. Let's try this. Let's try 4 also. 1 2 1 4 2 3, right?
सीट
1
सीट की
2 3 1, then max 9, then 2, then 8, then 3, then 5. Okay, good. Let's take 4 because we have created this by taking 4 example as a 4, 1 16 2 15 13 4 14 3.
लड़की
As you can see, it's perfectly fine, so we can just perfectly submit this up.
वो सामने वाला
And now we can
अरे
just
वो
see
यार
submit. And the logic was pretty simple, straightforward, but a pattern
उसने तो उसके
recognition.
साथ
For that matter, you should know
ऐसे
first
तोड़
beauties should be equal to n minus 1. What are all the possible matters which have n minus 1 beauty? This is the simplest of all according to me.
बहुत लास्ट
Like max min, and change the row back in a direction accepted, as you can see. And we'll do C problem in the next video. Okay guys.